Hi, welcome back to another video. My name is Angelus if you're new around here, and if you're not new around here, what is up? If you're looking to an answer to the question in the title as well as in the thumbnail, the short answer is no. You can look at my channel, for instance. I've had this channel for over 5 years. I've become consistent within the last 1 to 2 years, and I only have 62 subscribers. So obviously YouTube is not in easy mode. If you're seeing a lot of videos, such as videos with these types of titles cropping up, a lot of it is through content virality, and not to mention too, people just trying to get more people to come to YouTube and to create videos. And although I think that this is an amazing thing, I definitely think that people should push themselves to be more creative. I think that it can be a little bit misleading to tell people that they can be monetized in 30 days because the likelihood of that happening on YouTube is not always likely. One way that you can kind of debunk this theory for yourself is to go to channels like mine, or any channel for instance that has videos such as this, and click their bio and see when they joined YouTube, as well as go to their profile, look at videos, and click oldest so that it organizes the videos from the oldest at the top to the newest videos down at the bottom. And if the video, their first video, says 2 years ago, 5 years ago, then clearly YouTube is not on easy mode, and they also were not monetized within 30 days. What I am going to be doing in this video, however, is not trying to discourage you from starting on YouTube, but just showing you some realistic things that you can do to better your content and to better your relationship with YouTube, and hopefully build a channel that you can be proud of, as well as some tips and tricks that I learned along the way as someone who is in this with you. So let's just get into the video. For the first tip, virality. A lot of YouTubers are going to tell you you're going to try and post your biggest viral video. I would like to use my channel as an example of this so that you guys can truly understand how virality does not always work for you. One of the first videos that went viral on my channel was a video of me unboxing an iPad. It has maybe 1,000, 2,000 views on it, and then as you can see after that, my channel has not been monetized, and I have a bunch of videos on my channel that have not come anywhere near that level of success. And it's not because I'm not good at editing or because I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of it has to do with the fact that when I first made my channel, I was so focused on marketing. A lot of people were waiting on their iPads to come because the pandemic had just arrived and there was a supply chain shortage, and so people were watching iPad unboxing videos, so I marketed myself in that manner. But the problem with having a viral video is that people tend not to come back after a viral video. Virality 10 years ago was a bit different, where if you went viral on the internet, you would be picked up by Ellen or The View, and the next thing you know, like for the next half of the year, you were on all of these television shows talking about who you were and what you stood for. Now going viral doesn't work the same way. Like today we're talking about how we love corn, and then 2 days from now everybody's calling things cutesy and demure. There's always something new coming along, and the last thing that you want to do is be someone who lacks longevity because you went viral too soon and now you're trying to recreate that success. I think a better option, focus more on being consistent and having a lot of videos. A lot of channels, you should go to them when you're feeling low, look up when they started, and I also look at how many videos they have, and you'll find that a lot of people have over 200 videos and their channel has been there for over 10 years. But the thing about going viral and having over 200 videos is that you have good content for people to come back to and look over. The way that I imagine it, like an analogy, is like a Netflix show, right? The only thing better than finding a great Netflix show is finding a great Netflix show that already has all of the episodes out. So when you find it, you can binge watch it. And the great thing about this is that when you do finally get monetized, which you will, you'll have a ton of videos for people to go back to that you can make money off of in the long term. The second tip, consistency does not beat quality content. The prime example of this would be Life of Riza, who, if you go to her channel, she has tons of subscribers, but her videos are movie quality videos. They're amazing. I do mean absolutely gorgeous to watch. But you can imagine that the time that it takes to script, film, produce, plan, and refilm those clips is immense. It takes a lot of time. If you go through her content, you'll realize that a lot of her videos are filmed with a month in between, which some people will call inconsistent. But when you apply that to the fact that she posts videos that are of amazing quality, it makes sense that it would take her a month to get one video out because she's giving you something that is worthwhile. So your level of consistency will depend on the quality of content that you are providing. So if you're someone who you perform a lot of maybe sit down talk videos where it's just a lot of b-roll footage of you, or maybe b-roll footage that you find, maybe you can post more than 2 videos a week. But if you're someone who you're filming vlogs or you're trying to make movie-like content, you may be able to get away away with the week or 2 weeks in between posting video, because depending on what you're posting, people depend more on the quality of the video. A lot of videos are going to tell you to prioritize finding a new good quality camera or making sure you have the best editing software. I'm going to tell you that I don't think that you need the best camera, and I don't even think that you need the best editing software, but you have to figure out what your editing style is. You cannot build an editing style that is indicative of your style of content in 30 days. Typically the first 30 days, I think, of building YouTube content or filming and editing content is going to consist of you trying to emulate your favorite YouTubers, whoever those people are. And although that can work for you, you're going to need way more time to build quality content that really emulates who you are as a person, and you're going to need that time to grow and to become that individual. And so it's better, I think, within your first really 6 months of being on YouTube, focusing on making sure that your videos are edited in a way that really show your style and your personality. You have to find a trademark for your videos. Lynn Shuang is another person where she has the slow pan in, and then what you hear in the background are crickets, and it kind of feels very cozy and at home, has a very homey feeling. YouTubers like Peyton or Kyra Omnique, they do things like saying, you know, in the previous episode, where they show you like what they did in their last video. Or even YouTubers like Burleezy, where like a gamer, for instance, where I think in his earlier videos when he was first starting, he would do this thing where he'd go, "What's up, y'all? Welcome back," and he'd almost like break his whole gaming chair. You have to find a trademark that you put in the beginning of your videos that lets people know, okay, it's time, we're watching this person now. We prioritize YouTube as a new revenue stream, and although I can get with that, especially as someone who works and is also trying to do this, I do it mainly because I really enjoy doing it, but also too because, again, like, who doesn't want to make more money, right? Genuinely speaking, I actually enjoy making content, and I've enjoyed going back to my previous videos and seeing how my editing has gotten better over time, and I think that that's something that you need to prioritize as well in your journey as a YouTuber, is getting better at the job. You don't want people finding you when your content's not the best, because what they're going to remember you for is bad content. In addition to this, always put like, comment, and subscribe towards the end of the video, because it's a little bit disingenuous to tell someone to comment and like something they haven't actually watched or experienced yet. I've learned this the hard way. I'm recently changing it up as we speak. The day and time that you post matters so much. I'm going to keep this point very short, sweet, and simple. The time that you post matters a lot. Try to post before the weekdays start, but give people enough time to watch your video through the weekend. Days that I personally prefer would probably be Thursday through Saturday. I think that those are great days to post, even Sunday to an extent, but you have to remember that people have more time on the weekend, so try to keep your videos close to the weekend. This is something that I don't see a lot of people actually talking about. They don't really talk about what it means to plan content. Planning your content is not simply creating your Notion. I highly recommend Notion as something that you should use, but when people say plan content, I feel like in your mind you're thinking, okay, I'm just going to type down that I'm posting this video on this day, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe at most write out a couple of things that I want to do. When you're first starting out, it's better to visualize what the video is going to look like. I don't simply mean I'm going to post a what I eat in a day video. I mean planning out each clip step by step. So for a what I eat in a day video, do I want a wide clip of me walking into the kitchen? I may want 2 wide clips of me mixing whatever it is that I'm mixing. One close clip of me maybe pouring it into a pan. You should write down all of the clips that you intend to get and how you want them to look, and really visualize how you want your video to look. If you're someone who you do sit down videos, then you need to write down all of your points. I tend to like scribble out or doodle how I want a clip to look so that I'm getting an idea. For my previous video, I planned all of the clips that I wanted, even down to the short form videos that I was going to use, and how I was going to make sure that all of my clips interact in a way that I can reuse them as B-roll. In addition to planning videos, always plan your thumbnail first. I'm sure you've heard this before a million times, but your thumbnail gives you an idea of how the video is going to look, and it's really difficult to plan a thumbnail afterwards, because as someone who's been there and done that, I have found that when I plan my thumbnails after, Jesus Christ, I always end up not having a good enough clip or a good enough photo for what I'm trying to post, and I end up having to like scramble to find something that I can put up. Always plan the thumbnail first. And common misconception, more footage is always better than less footage. You want to take advantage advantage of other platforms. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of your favorite YouTubers were not being found solely off of YouTube. A lot of them were being found by posting their content or posting other forms of content on other platforms and being found through those platforms. The thing about building a community is that it's a community and you're not going to find everyone in one place. That's why it's called a community. Some people don't enjoy using YouTube, but if they see you on Instagram and they enjoy watching you, they'll come to YouTube just to look at you. So you have to extend your reach and really seek people out yourself. And that involves also engaging with others' content. You cannot be a YouTuber or a TikToker or an Instagrammer if you don't comment on other people's videos. You can't expect for someone to comment on your video if you don't comment on anybody else's, right? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. You have to extend that level of courtesy that you want for yourself. You have to extend it to others. To be a YouTuber, you do have to be organized. And I hate saying this because as someone who is quite disorganized, it has been a little bit difficult for me with that as a learning curve, but you do have to be quite organized. If you have this particular place that you tend to film your intros or maybe you talk to people, you have to keep that space clean. And the camera picks up a lot and people recognize and see everything. You want for it to be a welcoming space, and so you want for the background to be clean and for it to really showcase you. I always film in my room, so I try to make sure that my room for the most part is clean, and I try to make sure that it's paired in a way that I'm the focal point in the room. Really take advantage of your shorts. I was someone who I really did not enjoy shorts. I wasn't really a big fan of TikTok when it first came out and when it first started going big. I wasn't a fan of short form content, if I'm being honest with you, but you can use shorts to promote your video content. Some things that I've recently done, if I post a video that's like a vlog, I don't really believe in vlogging. I think that you should always have a mission statement for your vlogs, PS and by the way, but if you post a video that's kind of like a vlog, posting a mini version of that vlog in your shorts to push people to watch that video is chef's kiss, because people who see the short, they may see something in that short that instills in them that, oh, I kind of want to see this, and that's perfect because you can actually link videos in shorts. So if a person sees the video, they can click the link that's in the short and go to the video. I see a lot of people say things like, oh, well, you have to watch YouTube to get YouTube, but I don't think that they necessarily tell people in depth what they're watching for. When they say watch YouTube to understand YouTube, you have to watch your favorite YouTubers a bit more critically, and you can't necessarily always be watching them for enjoyment. Things such as like how they transition between clips or what effects they were using. You realize just how much effort is going into a video, or little sounds that happen when like text pops up on a video, or how they utilize subtitles to make their video feel more dynamic. The only way to improve is to watch people with a bit more of a critical eye. Not only are you learning more, but you're getting ideas, and it'll help you to grow your own editing style so that you can create content, quality content that people will actually want to watch. Another tip is definitely to use AI as a form of promoting your SEO. Some good apps for this are obviously vidIQ and ChatGPT. Telling like ChatGPT or vidIQ what your video is about. ChatGPT is great, it's free, and you can kind of tell ChatGPT what your channel is like, what types of videos that you post, and then have it build some tags for you that will help to propel your videos in the algorithm. Final tip, but obviously you want to be consistent. I'm putting this tip as last because I think that everyone says it, but I don't think they understand the importance of it. A lot of people will say things like, oh, you know, be consistent because you'll have more videos out there. Be consistent because people can't find you if you're not consistent. I don't think that that's a reason why you should post consistently. The way that I've always viewed it is that although you're trying to make money off of this thing, you have to remember that like people have jobs and they have livelihoods, they have school, they have families, and they don't necessarily have a ton of hours to dedicate to watching videos or to their hobbies or, you know, to anything. And so when they sit down to watch a YouTube video, they're really looking for something that's going to make their day or provide them with some form of knowledge, or maybe even just entertain them for a little while. And so when you're not posting consistently or you're not posting quality content, you're kind of taking advantage of the person who's watching by not giving them something worth looking at. I'm not sure if any of you have seen The Menu, but there's a chef in The Menu who kind of goes on a rampage, and he, you know, the people who are his customers, one of his customers says something along the lines of, well, why am I here? Like, I don't deserve to be here. I didn't do anything. And the chef essentially says something like, oh, you know, I have one day off a year, and I came home on my day off that year and decided to watch one of your movies, and the movie was absolutely garbage. Like, it was horrible, and that's why you're here. I think of it like that. Imagine you just got home from a long day at work, you fed your family, you get in bed and you're tired, and all you want to do is just like relax. So you turn on someone's channel or you turn on YouTube and you see someone's video floating around there, and you're like, you know what, I'll watch this because they're a new YouTuber and I want to support people who are like trying, and they open your video and it's bad quality, or it's very clear that you didn't put a lot of effort into it. And imagine the feeling that that person has when they spent their little bit of free time investing in something or someone who clearly through their content was not really investing in them. So just as a reminder that posting good quality, consistent content is your way of showing that you respect your subscribers and respect the people who are watching your video. But in addition to that, recognize that even if you are just a YouTuber engaging with other people's content, or maybe you're just someone who simply enjoys watching videos, you're watching this because you enjoyed watching it, please be mindful that liking, commenting, and subscribing is your way of showing that you respect the effort and time that it takes to make a quality video, because this is a relationship and we provide for each other. But that's mainly it. I hope that you enjoyed these tips that I've given in this video. I hope this video has maybe helped you feel a little bit better about the journey that it takes to be a YouTube content creator, as well as remind you that it's a journey and it's not going to take 30 days. YouTube can be an easy mode for some people, but for the vast majority of us, it is not. It takes years to become an overnight success, and the time that it takes is given to you so that you can make good quality content. And although I want for you to be successful and to have another stream of income, I also want for you to build a new skill and to make videos that you're proud of. You're doing wonderful. You're doing fantastic, and I want for you to keep going. So if you like the video, then like the video, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.